So this is it, the 10 by 8 U.S. Leisure Shed. And this is the day after a hailstorm. Okay. You see, we're already filling it up with everything that we need to throw in here. Lawnmower, little four-wheelers, and my bike. This is the windows. And after the hailstorm, everything is still dry. There is no water or leaks or anything. Yeah. So some key points that I want to point out what we ran into. Putting together the walls was a breeze. I read the directions and my husband just kind of put it all in. The roof, with the black panel, we took it and we just snapped it in to the skyline first, and then we tried to push it down. Yeah, so clearly that didn't work out, and we had to somehow use a butter knife to take the roof back out from the skyline, because what you have to do is slide it in from the outside. You have to start at the end and slide each panel up and snap it in. It's 6 panels and each one has to be started from the end, and you slide it and snap it. If you do not start from the end and slide and snap it, you're going to run into major trouble like we did. So make sure that you start from the end. Okay, start from the end and you slide each one in like that. Another part where it was trouble is putting that back piece here, putting this back piece onto the wall. So it was like hard lining the things up, but as someone else said in a previous video, you kind of just have someone push from each side and you just wiggle it. You push from that side, this side. Yeah, and another thing, you can try to line it all up and first and then push straight down to get that this top piece here into the wall that's already on. Just try to line each hole up first and then try to push straight down. If that doesn't work, you push from the back, have someone push from the side, from this side, just get some help. Even if you gotta come back the next day, that's when you have help. What else did we run into? Make sure your floor is leveled, of course, as much as you can. That was a major thing, because if it's not leveled and you don't have a good support system, when you get to the top, things will be uneven and they won't line up for you. So spend a lot of time on that, making sure it's leveled and everything like that. I think we ran into more trouble with the roof. So actually what we had to do is I got my nephew to come over, and before all this stuff was in it, and we actually leaned the whole thing down on the ground. That way we can work with the roof while I was on the ground. So that was something that we had to do to finally get it all put together, because it was very hard getting the roof to go into the skyline part. So like I said, we just had someone on this side on the outside, someone on that side on the outside, and we leaned the entire shed down so that we could work with the roof while I was on the floor. And then once we got everything in, all the roof cables, all the roof panels, we lifted it back up and it was all good to go. And you see we got our lock here. It doesn't show it really stays shut unless you get your own lock to kind of support the lock that they have. So that's another option. Yep. And that is our 10 by 8 leisure shed. If I think of anything else, I'll add it. But like I said, making sure you have a good foundation That was the key point. The roof was a major issue. Like I said, if you really run into trouble, this thing can be laid down on the ground, you know, and then you can work with the roof. As if you don't have a ladder. Obviously, we didn't have a ladder, so that's what we did. And it worked out for us. And it's all good. Got it from Home Depot. We picked it up. It came in 4 big boxes. We made 2 trips. My husband has a Ford Explorer, so we put 2 boxes in, and we went back and got the other 2 boxes. So, and like I said, we had a hailstorm yesterday, and there is no water inside of the shed whatsoever. Everything's still dry. Yep. SSTT Mom.